think we were in Columbus. And we went to some shop. We walked in, it was like this old white guy. We're looking through and it's like bluegrass, country, whatever, but we're in the hood. And I was like, didn't make sense to me, you know? I was like, I don't get it. Who would be buying this here? And then my friend goes, you got any like soul or R&B? And he goes, all the black crap is downstairs. We're like, oh my God, let's go to the black crap. That's where, black crap mission. And you know, we were down there. I mean, it was the illest. Nothing, no section, nothing, just stacks of the illest shit. And we spent so much time there, we got out, we were trying to call a cab and there was no cabs because no one was coming. And there was this lady driving by, who I guess worked in the store next to it or whatever, and she said, she had a big Cadillac, and she was like, I saw you guys coming in, what are you guys doing around here? I'm gonna give you a ride back to your hotel, you guys are gonna be cool around here. And we got in the car and got a ride back to our hotel. You know.
And they were gems.
Oh my God, those were good ones. Check it out, it's EV, Evidence, Dilated Peoples. You're watching Crate Diggers right now. Let's get into it.
Step right up.
My parents were party people. They weren't musicians, but I think they were probably doing drugs and wilding out. And I definitely think our house was a place that other people congregated for whatever reason. I would go to bed early, party would still go on, and I'd hear a lot of music. And I didn't realize how much that music was gonna influence me later. I wasn't one of those stories where I hated what my parents played so much that I wanted to do everything opposite. It wasn't that. They were playing Police, they were playing Beatles, they were playing Jimi Hendrix. My mom was a huge Aretha Franklin fan. Chaka Khan was played. Foreigner was played. Michael Jackson was gigantic. You know, I mean, it's a great influence. So yeah, I had good music in my surroundings always. Yeah. Doubles. Oh, that's ill. Look, one's a single and one's the album in the 12-inch case. No. Yeah, in the album case, I got the single and the album. I care about vinyl. This song is the best rap song of all time to me, pretty much. I'm on it, Newcleus. This is what got me into rap. It's the first rap song I ever memorized. This is what my parents didn't know what the f I was doing, talking some weird shit to them, singing it around the house, every lyric, line for line. I used to go to Santa Monica Pier and see people breakdancing. And this is the song that they were doing it to that caught me. Just like the good stuff, I just want to be able to go like, pick one, oh, sick. You know what I mean? Anything in here is like, I got a to-do list, drum breaks, library, soundtrack, soul, exotic rock, jazz, exotic rock, more rock. Credit, like records I don't like, put them in here, take them back, you know. Hip-hop rap, you can see it's a big section right here. Miscellaneous, hip-hop under there. I don't know what those are, but yeah, it's just like, this is just workflow, like grab, go, good crates. Hooking up with Kanye West was just good timing, that's all it was. Is he was up and coming, trying to prove himself as a rapper. Everyone was already on to him for beats. He had already done Just to Get By for Kweli. He had already done Truth for Beanie Siegel. Name was already floating. I knew his name. I always thought it was Kane West, Kane. I never looked at it fast enough. I mean, I looked at it too fast, Kane West. But we just hooked up and we were doing a song and he was staying at the W and I was picking him up and driving around the city every day and taking him to get shoes. Introduced him to DJ AM, rest in peace, because AM was selling a shoe collection and he had the same size as Kanye. So Kanye went over there and bought 10 grand worth of shoes called his accountant. It was ill, like that was a great story. And it was a dope time. So then at the time, Jay-Z was doing Black Album, retiring, and I had found this sample, and I started making the beat. And then the beat was saying, Mr. Rockefeller. It was a Bette Midler record, and I just was in the car with Kanye, and I just put it in. I was like, you're the only person who can get next to Jay-Z that I know. Can you play this for him? I know he's doing his last album. What better thing than Mr. Rockefeller? And he heard it, and he was like, I'm the new Mr. Rockefeller. I'm using this. You know, and I was like, in my mind, I was like, how selfish. You know what I mean? I was like, you're gonna f my chance up of getting at Jay-Z, because I didn't know how big he was gonna be. I'm driving the guy around. I can't. Jay-Z's untouchable. You know what I mean? So it's like, to me, it was kind of funny, you know. But then, if you watch Fade to Black, he does play it for Jay-Z, and Jay-Z's like, ooh. And then, but then Kanye hit me. And he said Jay-Z passed, so we're gonna use it. And I was like, it's on. Didn't hear from him again for a long time, until my friend 3H, who was working A&R at Capitol, called me and was like, I'm at Larrabee, they're mixing it right now. I can hear it. And so I just got in my car, flew out there, and when I got to the studio was the part that I was gonna get at, is the sample didn't clear. So the reason he's such a genius is because he had all these musicians in there all replaying it with a musicologist sitting at the console, and they'd play it, and then he'd look at them and he'd go, try it again, and then they'd play it and vary it again, and then they'd do something and bend another note, and he'd go, yep, it's changed enough, it's good, it's yours now. It turned out to be that shit. It's like an 8-minute song, it's the last song on the album, everyone loves it, people tell me it's their favorite one all the time. This is the Kanye West, this is the one, Bette Midler. This is the record that the idea came from Mr. Rockefeller. A lot of people don't even know, but it's like Mr. Rockefeller, I think even Kanye, I think it's John Legend singing it, just sped up. It might have been Keisha Cole. It was one of the two, for sure. I mean, this is not a record, but this is ill. I mean, just the fact that Bobby Caldwell is actually white, and they put him silhouette on all his album covers. I didn't know, you know, what you won't do for love. It's like one of the greatest songs ever. Who knew the guy was white? Like, I got out of here with that. So yeah, this is like the opposite racism, you know what I mean? I think this guy they wanted him to be black. I used to do a lot of buying from overseas as well. There was a dude named Julian, and he had a lot of the library records early and a lot of real ill stuff pre-internet. So I used to send him like $2,000, and then I'd get UPS with like a stack of just rare stuff. I wouldn't even want to know what it was before. It was just stuff I couldn't buy in stores in Los Angeles. So he was known for blessing you with loops, you know, so a lot of the early dilated stuff came from him. Oh yeah, this is one right here. You can see how much I care about records. Rudy Love and the Love family. This is that shit. This is Marathon by Dilated Peoples. We got sued by the guy. So we didn't get sued, we had a claim. When he reached out, we found out that Rudy Love loves hip-hop, and that he had recently got with a young hip-hop producer from overseas who was remaking his songs on hip-hop format, and he's re-singing the choruses and getting rappers, and wanted to know if we would be on his album. So we recorded a song for Rudy Love and the Love family, and we killed it, and the beat was retarded, and I never heard it after we did it.
What was the name of the song?
I don't know.
So it never came out?
No. I probably started buying vinyl in the pursuit of samples, and that was probably, I was 15, 16. I got my first ASR 10. It might be that one. I have two of them. I'm not sure which one is rotated right now. And I started digging. I didn't have any knowledge of it. I thought I was going to buy one record and I was going to find all the Tribe Called Quest samples. You know, I didn't know how it worked yet. I thought it was real easy. Once I started digging, I started learning, oh, there's rules, and these are breaks, and these are the artists you go for, and I learned the codes, and I start touring with Chemist and Shadow, and I mean, and then Alchemist is showing me what he's doing, and I mean, you adapt real fast when you're a kid. It's like learning an ollie, or next week I'm doing a kickflip. You know, it was like, at first I didn't know how to get on a skateboard, you know, so it was just the same thing. I walked into something totally innocent, not knowing what I was doing. Then I started learning about breaks, sections, these type of records might have what you're looking for, oh, this sound, ears, producers, looking at musicians, reading the backs of the records, getting really into it and understanding the whole science of it. But I walked into it completely. I just thought I'd pick up something and that was it. But I think that was the innocence and the beauty of it, because if I had known how deep crates run and how serious it is, I probably would have never even walked into that. This dude is ill, Nelson Ned. I think he's Puerto Rican, and he's a midget, and he has like a 6-foot wife, and it's ill. And she's on all the album covers except, she's usually on the liner notes. Maybe she's on. Oh, how ill is that? I got 2 Nelson Ned records in here. Say word. Oh no, wait, it's the same one? Twice. Hold on. No, I got two different Nelson Ned records in here. My filing system is ill. Small people, politically correct, whatever it is, he's ill. We're talking about this dope drum breaks. I think it's one of my favorite drum breaks to ever sample. It's just, I'm not a huge hi-hat guy. It's like some people can do that ill. It's not my thing so much anymore, and this is one of those breaks where it's just big kick, big snare with a lot of air after each one of them with no hi-hat. So when you chop them up, it's like the air after each thing carries them so well that it's like the hi-hat almost becomes void. So I think whoever was miking the drums, they just had it down so cold. I just don't know how anything like this could be duplicated with all the technology we have. I don't think you could still do it. That's pretty interesting. But yeah, no. And then there's also another sample I did for somebody. Get on here and you find it. If you look at it, it's got to be transferred. You can't transfer vinyl digitally. You have to record it analog into something, right? So you can't drag it to a desktop. It's got to be recorded to a surface, to whatever whatever your thing is. So it's already a generation loss. It's a rich sound. It's just a really rich sound. It's not the end all be all. If I could find some of these songs on CD, if they had it, I'd probably sample off that. You know what I mean? I don't need the crackle of vinyl. It's the source that this was printed on. It's just how it works. You can scratch it, you can move it, you can pitch it. It's accessible for what I'm trying to do.
This is his country, and he is king of it.